Hey people, it's Steel Gamer here with a video that I normally don't do a subject about, which revolves around, quote, politicalness, but not really, but I don't like to get into the middle of politics. I basically just call it as I see it. Whether you like my videos or not has no relevance to the subject matter that I'm covering, which is, in this case, people complaining about their channels being stolen on YouTube. And for those of you that are not familiar with what the hell is going on, I'll just give you a couple people to look up. They can explain it in their videos because I'll be discussing their viewpoints in this video. And I'll be taking this whole aspect on a whole scale of YouTube in general and just people's attitudes and things like that. So let me begin by explaining again, for the 15th friggin' time, when you are on a private platform, whether it's a game, a forum, YouTube, any hosting site that's run by a corporation, they can do whatever that they want, and there isn't a thing that anybody can do. Complaining about the way a channel operates and then posting that video, that complaint video on the platform you're complaining about is redundant. It's not going to do anything. Sure, you can cry and throw a fit and have all these people speak up for you and put public backlash on the company and everything else. It's not going to do anything because the company can make the rules as they go and apply them however they see fit, regardless of whether it is fair or not. Now, what I'm getting at here for what's going on is basically, supposedly, and I'm sorry, but I find this fucking funny. When you have channels being stolen, apparently the known people, this is known people now. This is people who have sponsors and just fucking know better, are supposedly having their channels stolen by being tricked into downloading some software which produces various keyloggers, whatever you want to call it, and then they're having their accounts hijacked and taken over. Now, obviously, when this happens, it sucks. Plain and simple. Nobody's going to deny that. But the issue here that people are talking about is, YouTube's staff is not doing anything about it. And my video is not about YouTube itself or what they're talking about. My video is about what the fuck these people are doing that's contradictory to what they're talking about in previous videos. So let me label off a couple of channels here, which I normally don't do. Now, keeping in mind, this is not to degrade the channel. I'm not talking down about them. I'm simply putting things into perspective in a manner people may or may not like. But that's just what I do on my channel here, or what I do on this channel here. All right, Upper Echelon Gamers. Ninja, when he was talking about favoring, people talking about favoring on this. Other, channels such as Rich from Review Tech USA. Who else is it? Sorry, I got a list of here. I'm just trying to list off channels that I'm remembering. Yang Ye, The Quartering, all these channels. While their channels are good, do not get me wrong, they are a bunch of hypocrites. Because what happens here is when I'll use the comparison on the Fortnite issue, where pretty much a lot of people are in agreement, these major channels think that FaZe should have been banned. There should be an issue here. Because content creators do not and should not get special or privileged treatment. That's what their argument is. Because, just because you're a content creator, that means shit. You fucking broke the rules, bottom line, and that doesn't even matter. And, people focused on that people got a 2-week ban and then were allowed to go back. So what's the difference with him? And that reverts back to what I said at the very beginning of this video. It is their platform. They can apply the rules however that they want. If they want to make cheats legal for one person and not another, guess what? As fucked up as that sounds, they can do that. If they want to ban one person for an hour and then another one permanently, guess what? They can. Does it suck? Yeah, but guess what? It's their rules, it's their stuff that's written, and regardless of what you want to put there is irrelevant. They can do whatever that they like, and there isn't a thing that you can do about it. Complaining about it, fine, you can do whatever you want. But the point that I'm making here is the fact that all these people said that content creators should not be given specialized treatment. And now here they are coming out and complaining that these YouTubers should be, the rules should be being applied to these YouTubers or people getting verified or whatever it is on these channels, while the real person on the channel who owned it, who had it stolen, didn't. Well, here's the fucked up thing. If you download a piece of software, you're at fucking fault. It's no different than purposely downloading an aimbot and using it on stream. You can sit and say, but. The bottom line here is, you did it. You are at fault. And while nobody may or may not be denying that, and their issue is about YouTube not doing, or, the YouTube staff not doing anything about this, I'm talking about them coming out and basically trying to put pressure on YouTube to change something. But yet when Ninja came out and tried to put pressure on, Epic Games for allowing, FaZe back in, everyone's like, no, FaZe should be banned. No. If you're I'm sorry, but if you are that dumb, and I don't buy this, they got tricked bullshit. You downloaded something, regardless of what it is. I know enough not to download anything. You don't open emails that look fishy. I don't care how legitimate it is. You did it without verifying anything. Now, as far as something Upper Echelon Gamer said, that, they didn't verify this person, but they verified this hacked account. They know what's going on. They're not doing anything. That brings me over to people bitching and moaning about, asshats on Twitch, how people can't get, partnered because, they working at it, but some douche thought, or whatever the fuck, these sluts are shaking their ass and getting it that way and it's pissing off. Guess what? Twitch can do that. I disagree with it. This is why I don't fucking use Twitch. Even subjected to this YouTube channel, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm still bound by whatever fucking rules they feel like throwing at me. People are bitching and moaning. It's funny how people argue with me when I point out that these forum rules are all fucked up. And now here you guys are fucking defending these people on a fucking platform that is no different than a forum and it's set up no differently, that they're getting their account stolen. So what you're saying also applies to me on forums. Because it's like, you did this, you deserve that, blah, 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 blah. And the interesting thing is, all of these named channels that I had named off, and then some, say, it's a forum, they can do what they want, it's their rules, but now you're coming out and trying to basically get them to change their rules or whatever it is after you said that. It's a bunch of fucking hypocritical bullshit. And I'm sorry, but if you are that fucking... nobody's going to convince me that somebody of a channel that has that many subscribers and has that much know-how and is partnered and gone through all this stuff, knows what they can and can't put up, is going to tell me they got tricked into downloading something that compromised their account. I'm fucking sorry, but that's bullshit. And I don't feel fucking bad for anybody that happened to. Does it suck? Yeah, but I don't feel bad for you guys. I don't. And you can hate me on this all you want. You were the dumbass that fucking went ahead and downloaded it. And with all of this information out nowadays, you guys should know better. Period. And I'm not talking about YouTube not doing anything about it, because guess what? They can choose not to. They're not obligated to do anything. And I'm not defending it, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying you guys need to look at what you're fucking talking about and then apply it across the board equally. That's one thing that's the main reason why people don't like my channel or don't like what I say. Because, you're an asshole, blah, 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 these people, but that people. And these are all the same people, the same people attacking me are the same ones that say everybody, are defending other people who come out and say something. I say it's no, it's a joke, or you're a troll. They say it's fine, but we're saying nothing, we're literally, I am saying nothing different than the other channels. I'm just applying it where people may not like it. And the bottom line comes down to, you're a dumbass for downloading shit. You of all people should fucking know better. I can understand if it was just some Joe Schmo that didn't know any better, who was new to YouTube. Okay, that I would get. I wouldn't feel bad for them. But that way, at least you could say they have an excuse for why they downloaded it. Sorry, but if you're a content creator and you have all of these, people and everything else, and you didn't bother verifying anything, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But that's not that. I find that fucking hard to believe. You got tricked into downloading something that compromised your account. And guess what? It's not like they went into your account, brute force hacked it, and stole it. You gave them the information, which in YouTube will, or any place, will basically say, Don't do shit to compromise your account. Don't download, do not give your information out or anything, no matter how good it seems. It's written right in the fucking terms of service, and everybody ignores it. And then they act all out surprised when it happens. Sorry, I don't feel fucking bad for any of you. I don't. It sucks, but oh well. And with the amount of people that this is happening to, you should fucking know better. This is like the game developers. I've covered this in a previous video. Game developers that go to work for these corporations laying them off, I don't fucking feel bad for them. Because if you stop going to work for them, they'll stop having money. You want to get your name out there that fucking bad, then you get what you're working for a company you know is unscrupulous. Period. So, there's really nothing more to say on this subject matter. This is Steel Gamer signing off. Have a good day or night wherever you guys are.